So you came back for a little bit more of that Canine Bitchli. We're right on. Left off, I was outside this dormitory in a snowstorm after I'd done walked across this hellish area to get some alcohol and bring it back. Guys thought it'd be funny to leave me sitting outside. I'd have to walk back inside. Nothing but stone cold busted in. So I went ahead and took off the makeshift snowshoes that I had, and I'll be damned if Chief wasn't right. I stepped off right into the snow up to my hips. I was like, shoot. Made my way up to the porch area, saw that they had this bench. Figured, before I go in, I might as well have me a cigarette. Sat down on the bench, broke out the Marlboro, started smoking on that bad boy. Got about halfway through it, door opens. Gatz steps out. I'm like, oh man, stone cold busted. He comes over, sits down next to me. He goes, Canine, ever since you got here, things have been happening. Strange things. I'm like, really? Like what? He said, well, let's start with somebody running from the girl's dorm with the towel over their head the other day. I was like, oh, I don't know nothing about that. He goes, oh, I didn't figure you would know anything about that. But let me tell you something. You kind of seem like already being here just a little bit is you're forming into a leader. And leaders, they need to lead. They need to act right. Well, he starts going into this, and now you know how it goes. People trying to, oh my gosh. So I got to get out of this. Well, the only way I can figure to get out of this, Jedi mind trick. Now, nowadays, y'all call that reverse psychology. But back in the day, we call it the Jedi mind trick. So when someone's tarring on you, what you do is you start building them up, get the subject back on them, how good they are, what they're doing, see. So I was like, hey, Gatz, man, I know where you're coming from, man, and you're not going to have any trouble out of me, and I'm not trying to be a troublemaker or anything like that. I just came out to get a cigarette, He said, well, who gave you permission to come out and get the cigarette? I said, well, I didn't get any permission. He goes, yeah, and I've been standing by that door for hours. Didn't nobody go by me. How'd you get out here? I said, what do you mean, how'd I get out here? I walked right outside. Gatz says, well, let me tell you something, son. And he gets this funny 1,000-yard stare. He goes, it was a night kind of like this. It wasn't cold, but you couldn't see 15 feet in front of you. And pow! All of a sudden you would see rockets, and then you would see flares, and then gunfire, and an enemy would be right in front of you, man. And you would have to depend on those people that you gave your word to, people that were supposed to be leaders, people that were supposed to be saying that they had your back. You see where I'm going with this, Canine? We had to have their back, they had to have our back, see? And you don't have anybody's back. You're out here by yourself. See, you're a lone wolf, man. You're not a team player, okay? You're not on a team. I'm thinking, no, I'm on a team. I'm just not on your team, man. Because, see, I just went and got a bunch of alcohol, and I'm getting ready to go back upstairs and have a little party, man. And see, well, I can't tell you that. I'm busted, He says, do you see where I'm coming from? I was like, yes, sir. I understand 100%. I need to conform, get in line, and join the team. Be a team player. Be a leader. He said, exactly. So we're going to walk inside, and I don't want to have any more trouble out of you, especially while we're here. You understand that, Canine? I could use a little bit of help. We're short-handed. I was like, you got it, Gatz. I'm a team player, man. I'm going to help you out. You got it. We walked back up inside. I'm like, right on, man. I can't believe I got out of that. That was simple. But I was also thinking, man, I got somebody to go talk to. Man, I can't believe those assholes done left me outside after I did all that for them. So I'm kind of steaming just a little bit, as you could probably imagine, as I'm stomping up those stairs to the 3rd floor. I get up to the 3rd floor. Yeah, it's empty. All the doors are shut, but I can hear the voices from that west side where I went out that window. So I'm kind of stomping down the hallway, just a little ticked off, as you could probably imagine. I walk up in there, and of course, there they are. Coon, Chief, Edge, Snoopy. They all smiling. They're like, how'd you get up here, man? We left you outside. How can you, aren't you in trouble? I was like, what do you mean ain't I in trouble? Who the hell you think you're talking to? They said, well, how the hell did you get inside? I said, man, you don't worry about how I get inside. I'm as cool as the day is long. And he's like, oh, would you quit that stuff, man? How the hell did you get back inside? I said, well, let me tell you how I get back inside. Turn the page.